Mr. Misty, I'm there for Can you save my heavy dirty soul? Can you save my heavy dirty soul? For me, can you save my heavy dirty soul? For me.
What is going on, everybody? Today we are going to be installing a NRG steering wheel and quick release, and I'm pretty sure if you guys clicked on this video or are been looking for quick release installation videos on YouTube and those type of things, then this isn't the first video you guys have seen, and you guys kind of already know how to do it. But I'm gonna make a video for those of you who watch my videos or just haven't seen any, or for those of you who are younger, don't have cars yet, and you want to watch how to do this. And I'm gonna quickly explain why I chose what I did. Okay, so there's my steering wheel, and there's my hub or quick release, and there's my hub. So that is a NRG steering wheel. Obviously it's the neochrome, I think, in the center, and then glow in the dark ring around the edge. And then that is a 2.0 generation quick release, and this is all NRG. Now this right here is a eBay hub. Now I know a lot of you guys might be saying, why do you have an eBay hub? Well, one, I didn't want to spend a lot of money on this junk truck, so that's why I kind of went expensive on that and cheaped out on this. So this was 10 bucks on eBay, and this pretty much won't fail. The only thing you don't want to buy that's eBay is for sure your quick release and your steering wheel, because one, your steering wheel can break and you can crash. Two, if your quick release breaks, then your steering wheel will rip right off, and you don't want that happening. This, on the other hand, won't break. But I'm just gonna say that I didn't buy this right here new. I was planning on buying this exact same combo, but it's crazy because my friend had a Jetta and he had this combo in his, and he came over and we were talking, and he said he had an NRG, but I've never seen it. And then I ended up buying it for, I think, like $160. It's pretty much new. He treated it really good. There's just a couple scratches on it, barely any. But, I mean, it's all good. Two more things before I, start installing this is this hub is for a Nissan 240 S13 or S14, because I know for those of you who own D21s, you guys probably want a quick release or something, and you don't know what kind of hub to get because they don't make hubs for these trucks. So this is a, like I said, 240 S13 / S14 hub. Just look it up on eBay if you want to go eBay, or you can go pay 140 bucks, I think, on NRG. It's all up to you. And two, why am I putting a quick release steering wheel? Well, there's a lot of reasons for that. One, it looks pretty dope. I mean, it looks cool. Two, you can take it off, so it's kind of harder for somebody to steal your vehicle. And three, if you own a car, I think it's sometime like in the late 90s, early 90s, I don't know, early 2000s, around there, a lot of them had bad airbags that can actually kill you. And luckily this truck doesn't have an airbag, but my dad has a 97 hard body and his has an airbag, and it does have a defective, I believe it's defective Takata airbag. And by defective, I mean if you give a little love tap into a tree, or just not love tap, but you know what I mean, a little fender bender, it can actually blow up and kill you because it's defective. So a lot of you who own cars in that area, like that age and time, I might recommend doing research and maybe getting a quick release, because it looks cooler than the stock one, and it might save your life, which is another good thing. But enough of me talking about all that, and let's get started with this. So the first thing would be removing your airbag. Let's just say you had an airbag. I would recommend disconnecting your battery so it doesn't blow up in your face. And once you've disconnected your airbag, and then you're going to want to come here to this bolt and get your appropriate socket. Once you've cracked this nut off, I wouldn't recommend taking it all the way off, just leaving it about there, giving it a couple taps around, back and forth, wiggling it. Now mine is already loose because I've already took the steering wheel off a couple times, but I would not take this off until the steering wheel actually comes loose. But on mine, you just wiggle it and it comes right off. Throw that over there, and now you got this. So before you start this whole process, I forgot to tell you, but you want to make sure that your steering wheel is straight and your wheels are straight and nothing's turned or anything, so it'll be easier. And then you want to throw your hub on, and pretty much this is how the quick release is going to go. So I made sure that this was pretty straight, and you're going to want to tighten that up. And if your steering wheel doesn't want to come off, I would recommend getting some WD-40 and spraying it in there. I found that pretty useful. It came off a lot easier. Just give it a couple whacks, it should come off. But once you're here, like I said, tighten this up, and then you'll be done with that part. So if you guys don't have a quick release, then you can just get your hub and bolt it straight to your steering wheel. You don't necessarily have to have a quick release to install a steering wheel. You could just get your hub and go straight to the steering wheel. But this quick release is pretty much you can take off your steering wheel easier, if you have a roll cage, etc., things like that. But you don't need this in order to have an aftermarket steering wheel. Just putting it out there for those of you who don't really know that or are kind of unsure about it. So now I'm going to be installing the quick release onto the actual hub, and you have these wires here for your horn. So if you want to have your horn, you can just connect it straight to that. And then on the other part, you have also this, so you connect that to the actual little button. But I don't have horns on this truck because, race truck and, weight reduction, so I don't need that. So you just want to bolt this straight up to your hub. So once you have all your bolts, I recommend, tightening them, because I doubt you want to put this on while it's loose. The way I'm tightening them is just going across like the star. Pretty much how you should tighten up anything that's in a round form, or like this. So then tighten that one up, and then you tighten this one up, and then you go over here, and then you go over here, and then you're pretty much done. But I haven't fully tightened them. I'm going to tighten that off camera, but you're going to want to tighten these all the way. And then so I don't see this ugly part. My truck, or my eBay hub, came with this little piece right here that doesn't fit. So you guys just saw this little plastic piece, dust shield, whatever you want to call that, doesn't necessarily fit. It's got some gap, but of course that's because this is a 240 hub, not meant for a hard body. But I'll still leave that on. It looks better than before. I just noticed that I make pretty weird noises sometimes in my videos, and I know you guys are probably laughing at that. Like right now I just went and I'm pretty sure some of you laughed over that. But yeah, I don't know why I do that. We'll just keep going with this install. So now we're going to be putting the quick release onto the steering wheel, and you want to make sure you find the little button that you need to push in to actually activate the quick release. And I want that close to the top, so I'm going to put it like this. But before I do that, I'm going to put my horn button on here, even though I don't have a horn, but I just want it for look, so it's not a big gap in the way. You want to tuck those wires back there. Lining it up is going to be the hardest part. Made this screw through. And then pretty much you're just going to want to put all 6 screws on there, and you're pretty much done. So once you've got your quick release, your hub, all that, you get your steering wheel, and you get this part over here, and then you can't do this with one hand, but you place it on, and there you go. You got yourself your quick release NRG aftermarket steering wheel installed. Now mine sits pretty far back. I don't know if you guys can see. And I can't imagine what a deep dish would be. It'd probably be like this, and I would be really uncomfortable like over here. So right now, I mean, it's okay. I don't know if you guys can see. It sits pretty high. I can see barely over my hood area, which I don't have a hood, but it sits pretty high. But I mean, she's looking pretty dope. I'm gonna try to light it up right now and see if I can get it to glow. I don't think I'll be able to get it to glow because it's not that dark, but I'll come back later for this and show you guys. But yeah, that's pretty much how you install a quick release or an aftermarket steering wheel. Like I said earlier, if you want to just have the look of an aftermarket steering wheel, you can just buy the hub and buy the steering wheel and just put the steering wheel straight to the hub. You don't need the quick release. The quick release is just pretty much so you can do this. I don't know if I can do it with one hand. Yeah, I can't really do it with one hand. That's pretty much how you install an aftermarket steering wheel. Like I said earlier in the video, you don't need a quick release in the, your system. You could just get a steering wheel, get a hub, mount that straight to each other just if you want this, aftermarket steering wheel look. But if you actually want to be able to, do this, take your steering wheel off and, have that ability to do that, then you can buy your quick release. But if you want to buy all this, let's just say NRG, it would probably cost you roughly around $300 to $400 depending on what exactly you want. Now it cost me $160 for this, but I'm pretty sure if you guys want to get a used steering wheel and quick release setup, you guys can find it. But if you want to go new with just this, 2.0 and this steering wheel, this will cost you around $300 with a $10 hub. It'll be roughly around $320 max. That, if you're willing to spend that much, then you can. If you don't want to spend that much, and I wouldn't really recommend getting the quick release. I would recommend just getting the hub and your steering wheel and having it look cool for now, and then once you save up enough money, you could just throw on the quick release. You don't need to do all this at once. You can go by steps, but you need the hub in order to put the steering wheel onto there, because you pretty much can't really install just this thing. Well, it has a quick release, but you can't really install that onto the truck. So, that's my advice. I'll be back right now. I'm gonna see if I can get this puppy to glow. And I know you guys just saw me do this, put it upside down. Spin it. You don't have to put it on upside down. Sorry, I can't speak. You don't need to put it on upside down. I just do that because, looks cool. You can just put it straight on and just twist it along. Once you hear it click, then it's on. But yeah, let me see if I can get this puppy to glow. So I lit it up a little. I don't know if you guys can see it glow. I'm pretty sure you guys can on camera. It looks a little brighter in person, but you can see that. And then yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Here are my two babies. But like I said, that's it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video and found it useful. And like I said, pretty sure you guys have seen other videos like this one, but I'm still hoping that this was useful and you guys actually found something, new about it. You learned how to take it off easier, whatever it is. I just hope you guys learned something. And that one, I don't know what your name is, I forgot, I apologize, but one of you guys commented in the comments, obviously, that I had, nice socks. So I'm wearing the same ones. Shout out to you, dude. Thank you for saying I got cool socks, or nice socks, I mean. But yeah, like I said, that's it for this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one.